Hello everyone and welcome to the fifth part of the static tutorial. Just before we start with LOD stuff, etc., I slept a bit over the static and was, thinking a bit about the ends of the logs, the smoothing, etc. Was not really satisfied with it, and so I tried various stuff of recording, and I end up with this. So it's just a cone that chopped at the end, and I guess it's look a bit better that way. Well, at least the snow variant is more convincing this way. Yep. And so you guys remember how it looked before. So with different smoothing groups, you could see the geometry, the edge actually. And if I make a smoothing group for the whole end, it will look a bit bulked. So yeah, I guess it's not bad like that. So one thing we will do before doing the LODs, it's just rework the call mesh so it matches the new shape, because otherwise you see that I'm still shooting on invincible geometry. When you want to do LODs, the goal of the exercise is to reduce the amount of triangles from your main mesh, and also reduce the resolution of the light map samples. So when the static is seen from afar, you don't load a lot of detail, a lot of big light maps, etc. So when doing this, when you first load, here for example, it's 284 triangles. Load 1 will be approximately at 210, for instance. Your load 2 will be at 140, and your load 3 at 70. Of course, you can be a bit harsher on load 2 and load 3. Load 1, you can keep some details because it will be seen on low spec users. So for example, we have some statics in game that have issue with load 1. Don't delete faces that can be seen through, for instance, for the first load. That will create issue. One other thing is that when you generate the light maps, you put the light map size for the first load, and it will say, well, the second will be then 64 by 64, then lot 2 32 by 32, and lot 3 16 by 16. I'll show you here. Yeah, so you can actually change those values with the BF mesh viewer. So you go there, generate sample, and you can actually change here. That really allows you to be clever when doing that, and be really generous when you can, when you have to, and as soon as the static is too far up, go really down, down, down on the scale of the samples, so you spare a lot of resources. First, you can clone your base mesh and rename it like this. Yep. So we want to go below 200 if possible. I don't think we'll be able to do it, but let's try. Okay. So I'm gonna remove the small variation I've made. So you can see the change is rather subtle. That's what we want for LOD 1. And we get down to 220. Okay. 160. Okay. Back on 0. So you shouldn't move that much the edge. What I'm trying to achieve here is to have not so big jump between the two model. But you could have let the vertices like the extremity like it was, and it would work. So we went from 284 to 160 without much of a change. So that's quite really quite good. We will also put the light maps at 64 by 64. So unwrap, Gen 5, reset, yes. So yeah, we'll have to attach back the vertices here. Yep. It happened because I welded stuff that were not linked before, so of course it breaks. Okay. So we relax. Okay. So now we set the correct dimensions for the sample. And we back again. Sometimes for the samples, the automatic packing is not enough. So you can try to always fine-tune the samples, their position. When you are doing some unwrapping, you have to avoid as much as possible doing this kind of manual work because otherwise we'll spend way too much time on the on the um, on the light mapping, and that's not what you want. Since we have some room left, we will scale up a bit the extremities. And as you can see, we still have room left. We'll keep it that like this, I guess. Tick, 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 tick. Well, make it bigger actually. Yep. Let's take advantage of the situation. Okay, I don't think we can get better than this. But we have reduced by 4 the light map, so that's that's quite good. And we are done for LOD 1. For the LOD 2, I've created a clone from the LOD 1. You know the drill. And what we will do is remove those edges on the logs. We will keep this one because we have an UV cut on channel 4, and also keep the middle one because we have our snow that stops there. So if we delete another one, we don't really want to have the connection moving around from a distance. Now we have our LOD 2. One thing you can notice is that the space between the logs is now visible while it wasn't before. So on some part of the models, what you can do is actually scale it up a bit, but just a bit. Don't do it too much. Just like that. Yeah, we won't do that on the obliques because they are still connected. So yeah, let's see. Okay. One thing I didn't um, modify on LOD 1 and 2 is the smoothing groups on the extremities. Remember that I actually cut them to have something proper. I will go with that for the moment and see how it looks in game. If the light maps and smooths are not broke or anything. One thing I'm asking myself is if we do another LOD, I guess we can. LOD 3. We'll keep it 64 per 64 for this one. Actually, let's see how 32 per 32 looks. Yeah, it will be too small for this one, so we'll keep it the 32 per 32 for the final one. Perhaps even go with 16 per 16 actually. So for now, 128, 64, 64, and we will see the last one. So, up. And which shell will we remove? A bit too strong. So what I will do is this one actually. Since we want to avoid the crack from moving too much, we'll actually go this way. So this part of the static will really be seen from far away. Okay. So yeah, you see the idea. Here we can see quite a difference from the two, but we'll try to have them really far away. So unwrap. We can have this actually stitch. to one of the side and do the light maps proper. So my guess for the light maps for the LOD 3, well, I didn't went with the 1616. 3232 is a bit too much detail, but we have still have something quite big, so well, we'll see. So LOD 0, LOD 1, LOD 2, and LOD 3. Know that they are ready and named properly, so 3, 2, 1, up. We move them to 0, 0, and then go to here and duplicate this 3 times. And then link each lot to the good helper. So we save and we export the thing right now. Now you can see that we have 4 samples. So follow 0, 1, 2, 3. And if we open the static, we got LOD 0, LOD 1, LOD 2, and LOD 3. Yeah, so as you can see, LOD 3 is fucked with the textures. I should have seen that coming actually. I will fix that off camera, I guess. But yeah, the idea is, you know, for can see quite a change actually. Perhaps just the LOD 2 is enough, but with a smaller light map. So anyway, I will show you how to generate your custom light map size. So you go to generate samples, 128, 64, 64, and 32, and it's done. So now we have our proper light map size. Another thing you can do is generate weighted normals. It makes a better result actually in game. Yeah, so I will keep working on the static off screen and get back to you either in the editor for the light map for the LODs render distance, or directly in game for the various light maps. After a few minutes of work, I've decided to get rid of LOD 3 do an partial LOD 2. As you can see, I've deleted some faces here and there. I guess I managed to make the smoothing groups as I wanted. It's not perfect, but it won't fuck up the light maps that way. And we can generate the light map samples. So 128 for the LOD 0, 64, 64 for LOD 1, and 32, 32. We are good. Good. Up. I can show you how to make a variant from this static. So we're gonna save it as this. Yeah. And what we will do is remove the crack, change the technique up. As you can see, I've let the snow variant of the texture. You can actually modify it. Fix texture path. No, that's not there. I never remember where it is. Rename texture, yeah. So here, if you modify this line, it will change it on all the LODs, so that's better. But since I've also modified the technique, deleted the crack, I will copy paste up, save, and voila, you have your new variant. You also have to duplicate the samples. Up. We will remove this skull mesh, copy, paste this one, and limit that way. Now for the tweak, set cohesion mesh, Spanish mount, and here we'll make Spanish mount so it will use the same cohesion mesh for both statics. Here we are in the editor. We'll do the final coding for the static. So if you scroll down on the resource bar, you will have to double click there, and you will see LOD distance 1 and LOD distance 2 have appeared. So what we'll do is actually check one static I've made before, tweaks, so 30, 55, 80. We'll put 80 and well, we could even put like this. So to test the LOD switching distance, you can click there and you see the distance here from the static. So from here to here we switch LOD, sorry. We could actually go down to 25. Yeah, or keep it 30, that way the light maps will still be a bit better from 25 meters. And then 55 up until the end. what you have to do also is go here and check the curl radius scale. That tells you when your static disappears. As you can see, at the moment it disappears at 80 meters. That's not something you want, because that would mean that if a soldier is standing right behind it, you will think you will be able to shoot it, but your bullet will actually hit the static. So you will have to modify this value, and it's arbitrary per static. So you have to use this tool to check how it goes. So let's say 300 meters, how far it is. Shit, I can't see it anymore. Okay. Okay, so 10. Now the static is starting to become really small. To 8. Yeah, so right now the static disappears at 450 meters. That's a lot, but that's what I try to do usually, between 400 and 600 meters for big maps. Note that this value can be tuned down in the maptmp.com, but try to get the correct one from the start. Yeah, and I will actually turn it down again. Yeah, so right now it disappears at 350. Before going in game, I want to show you the final where the files are. So here we have two .con and .tweak. So for the regular variant and the snow variant. Here it's the base.con for the snow variant. For the regular variant, it's mostly the same without the snow here, etc. And here the two tweaks. You can see the LOD distance appearing there. You can also see the final kill radius scale I've put here. Up. The materials, and voila. And not for the mesh, we have 3 samples, 2 statics, and 1 collision mesh. We can have 2, but I want to optimize, so I keep 1. So now we have the final export with all the calls and loads. To test the various slots, you just have to get in game and slowly fall back from the static and see if everything is fine. You don't see anything popping out or light maps being invoked on some lots. So yeah, it looks quite good. Here you can see the difference between lot 0 and lot 1, but that's really subtle. So yeah, we are done for the mount of the Spanish mount, and in next video we will do the barbed wires. and we will also have to bundle the two together. Until then, see you next time.